the team that really wants this. They realize it's not as it looks. This is a Crystal Palace side that won two trophies last season. We won the Community Shield. They won, I think, the FA Cup as well. So you can't just play nice with a team like Crystal.
Man on. He looks to. Would clear, and Chelsea would look to rebuild again by Crystal Palace. But this game is a pretty balanced game, isn't it?
Before the goal, the disallowed goal, like Kwame said, Crystal Palace were creating all the major chances. But now the pendulum has swung. Chelsea has created all the major chances in the game, and so far it looks like Chelsea are looking like the ones who are likely to score the opening goal.
Absolutely. 31 minutes on the clock. The ball is with the Crystal Palace defense. They will plod it around. They're under no pressure whatsoever because they are playing this game at their own pace. Chelsea need to inject some pace into theirs if they are to find anything. Ball back to Richards. Richards goes back to his goalkeeper, Dean Henderson. Joao Pedro has hardly had a sniff.
Because I can't help but notice that I think fitness-wise, I don't think the Chelsea players are up to where they should be this stage in the season. And obviously, there's that gap in which they went on holiday.
So Jean-Philippe Mateta, and fantastic tackle from Achampong, who recovers again. I mean, absolutely good play from Joshua Achampong.
Now this is what we want to see from players like Josh Achampong. I mean, Mateta is a big guy. Let's not take that away from me. A very big guy, very, very solid, and amazing. This is some amazing stuff from him.
And this what I was talking about at the start of the game. You have to give these players the opportunity before they can show you that they can actually play.
He's drawn a yellow card for Mateta.
Exactly. At the start of the game, he was a bit nervous. But right now, we've seen that he's playing so well. He's been able to tame a player like Mateta. Mateta is not a small player. He's a very, very big player, very huge player. Even the best defenders in the league struggle against that guy. So right now, looking at what Achampong is doing, he's doing a fantastic job on Mateta.
That's a Ghanaian blood speaking.
Absolutely. Joshua Achampong. Ball launch all the way forward. Jamie Bino Gittins wouldn't get to that.
Because that's what I was saying. That 3-week window in which Chelsea took a break from, obviously because of the lengthy Club World Cup. You can see that when they came back, Maresca told them that they're not going to be doing a lot of running. I think he's trying to get them fit as they play games. So you can clearly see they are winded when they are running short sprints and short distances. They are winded. So you can see that the fitness levels in this Chelsea side are not where they need to be. But again, like Rondo said, today I'm make excuses because there's enough quality to get the job done.
Actually, Enzo Maresca on the touchlines is wondering what's happening. 33 minutes, and I don't think we've had a shot on target from Chelsea, have we?
I don't think so. I don't think we've had a shot on target. I mean, the closest we saw was the shot that went way off target from Trevor Chalobah. But I can't. It's quite very disappointing what Jamie Gittins is doing on the pitch right now. I mean, there's a lot of lack of communication in the voice of Archipelago. There's a lot of lack of communication from.
So ball forward, Joao Pedro. He looks to find somebody, but Crystal Palace would win that back. And Mark Cucurella finds Joao Pedro once again. He takes his man on, and he's fouled. Is he? No, the referee says yes, that is a foul. Surely a foul on the edge of the box. And Joao Pedro gets on it.
Yeah, we see Joao Pedro now coming deep to receive the ball because he's not really getting a lot of the service. And of course, I mean, as the type of striker that he is, we know that from his play, he likes to come in deep, gets the ball. That's what exactly he's doing, and then he's able to draw a free kick for Chelsea. Let's see what they'll do with this one.
Absolutely. Oliver Glasner having a conversation with the referee. It's not like we'll change the earlier decision. I don't know why they do that.
Better than
after the decisions have been made.
He's better than Arteta, by the way. I just had to say.
Arsenal fans are here.
I couldn't help myself.
Kelvin also and Sanko
I couldn't help myself.
They will come for you.
Kelvin himself will agree to the fact that, I mean, really, come on. We see what he's done with Crystal Palace. It's way better than Arteta. Give him Arsenal already.
So ball into the box for Chelsea, and the Crystal Palace will clear all day, and the Chelsea will have to restart this attack. Reece James will go all the way back to his goalkeeper, who would also go back to Reece James once again. Chelsea launch a long one forward to Mark Cucurella. Mark Cucurella into the box. Fantastic turn from Pedro Neto, and Chelsea are warming themselves up into this. Winston, at least you should be excited with some of the signs.
I'm not. I think I'm expecting more. I'm expecting way more from the world champions. I don't think they've played like it. If you're being positive, you can say they are easing their way into this game. But at the end of the day, they need to elevate. They need to elevate the levels in which I don't like what I'm seeing.
And Rondo, I mean, that's how important will it be for that goal before halftime? I mean, will it settle them?
Right now, both teams are struggling to get a goal. The first goal will put pressure on the other team to also equalize. So that the first goal will be very, very important for whichever team that scores the goal.
Absolutely.
And looking at the defense, I want to say a big shout out to Black. He's been exceptional. João Pedro has been struggling against him, and the way they are playing back also affecting João Pedro a little bit. So the Crystal Palace defense have been really, really solid. And on Chelsea, a champion has been very, very, very exceptional. If you look at the rating, he has a 7.0 rating. That's the highest, the second highest amongst all Chelsea players. So even though he's a young player, he has been really exceptional into this game.
He actually has no choice, Rondo. You have no choice. I mean, this is Chelsea, the world champions, Conference League champions. But that one says will be bonus for us. Once you have been called onto the pitch to do a job, you have pressure from the coach, pressure from your family, pressure from even the fans here in Ghana alone can kill you. So he has no choice. He has no choice. Jamie Gittins, actually, I'm very disappointed.
I mean, this is his first game for Chelsea.
Yeah, I've criticized him quite a bit, but to his credit, all right, he's playing one of the hardest positions in the team, the CCB position. It's not a lot of players in the play, and Maresca has explained why it's so difficult for him to even find a solution within the squad, because not a lot of them can play that. So, like Rondo said, I think he's so far.
So that is a foul. Reece James is wondering how that is a foul because he said he won that fairly, and the referee say no. Eberechi Eze was unfairly robbed of the ball. 37 minutes on the clock. We are still live at the A&C Corner, proudly brought to you by 957 Daiquiri Bar, as well as Sweet Top Bites, The Big Slice, the Heritage Brewery. If you are not here, kindly join us and let's have a good time. The crowd is building up. At 3 p.m., the big one is upon us. Arsenal come up against Manchester United. But before that, there's a small matter of Chelsea against Crystal Palace. 38 minutes on the clock for that particular one. Small matter of Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
It doesn't look like it. I mean, I have to side with Winston here. So far, so good. I mean, I'm expecting Chelsea to come at these guys like never before.
So but ball into the box, and Crystal Palace, with acres of space, and Lacroix. Winston is shaking his head. Winston doesn't have any hope whatsoever. Was he offside? Yes, they would have been offside. 3 or 4 of them would have been offside. The trap set beautifully. But Winston, Charlie, what's up?
Oh, it's not that I don't have any hope. I just think the way we are playing at this time is good enough for a team like Chelsea. Like I said, levels, I don't like the way they've started. And I think if things continue to be this way and a goal doesn't happen, Maresca will probably need to change tactics. I don't think Kopama has worked well in the number 10 position. So perhaps a change for him to play on the right side might work.
Absolutely. All the way back to the left. Chelsea are building up. Crystal Palace are disciplining the shape. It's just one in. Can they find a header? No, they don't. Back to the edge of the box. Joshua Champong in a very advanced position. He would also look to start the play again. Moses Caicedo back to Reece James. Reece James. But he gives the ball away. And Chelsea will look to win that again. All the way forward. Eberechi Eze up against Reece James. What a raging battle that has been. Reece James wins this one. And all the way back to Robert Sanchez, who launches a long one forward. Chelsea will look to chase that. But fantastic header back from Mark Guehi. I mean, he has been terrific. For how much longer will he be at this Crystal Palace team?
I mean, well, not for long. Hopefully, for long. I think by before we come back after halftime, we need to see some very, very digits. So off, everything was telling me about Junior's plan that Enzo Maria should adapt. Winston, do you want to share with us?
From what I can see, if things continue this way and they're not working out, I think Bino Gittins has not really in this game. So I think one that has to make way. Probably switch Pedro Neto to the left side, put Kopama on the right side, drop João Pedro to the number 10, bring Liam Delap because he's physical. So he will probably pin back that defense, give you a bit of space, and hopefully we'll be able to do something with that. If not, and Kopama is to remain in the number 10 slot, then you just take out Jamie Gittins, put Neto on the right side, and try the young boy Esteval William because he's tricky. He can maybe even cause a penalty or something. I think Maresca would need in the second half.
Yeah, I agree with Winston because players like Kopama and João Pedro, they operate really well in spaces. But this Crystal Palace team has not allowed them, has not given them any space to operate in. So if you take Kopama, if you put Kopama on the right wing and you put João Pedro on the left wing and you bring even somebody like Liam Delap, they'll be able to operate well and create chances for him. So I agree with Winston.
Absolutely. So that is a genius plan. But Champong again has been composed. And we have an update. Nottingham Forest have got a second against Brentford. Brentford have lost Thomas Frank and a lot of their very good players. And Nottingham Forest are plodding the goals past them. Who got that second goal, Winston?
I think it's a new signee, I believe, Ndoye.
Ndoye.
I think Rondo mentioned him.
He was at Bologna last season. He scored 8 goals, 4 assists. He helped them win the Coppa Italia. So he's a very, very good player. Tony Ilanga, Ndoye seems to be the kind of player that can actually help them achieve success in the Premier League.
Absolutely.
Very, very good player.
Chelsea looking for success immediately. Ball is launched forward. Missing, doesn't get to that. Moses Caicedo does a yeoman's job to win the ball in the middle of the park. He's that engine. Ball comes to Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah to Jamie Bino Gittins. Jamie Bino Gittins looks to take his man on, but he goes back to Trevor Chalobah. Can Trevor Chalobah find one pass? A long diagonal cross field to Pedro Neto, and he should have done a lot better.
You learn this in the academy. They say don't let the ball bounce. A classic rookie mistake. I don't know what Pedro Neto was thinking there.
But this also justifies the point that we made. Like you see, Pedro had so much space on the right side. If like Kopama was there, I mean he would magic there.
Absolutely. So like you said, they should have just stuck to that same formation they played the Club World Cup with. Kopama coming off the right, more influence on the game. Moises Caicedo goes all the way back to Reece James, who's been very advanced in this first half. Back to Joshua Champong. Joshua Champong finds Mark Cucurella. Chelsea are piling on the pressure. 71% of possession they have had in this particular game, but with nothing to show for it. Moises Caicedo looks for one forward. He finds Pedro Neto, but fantastic defending from Crystal Palace, who have covered all their bases. They've been very organized, and credit to Oliver Glasner, who has set this team up well. And Chelsea have had a very difficult task breaking them down, and even in midfield in attack. But I mean, we've not talked so much about this Crystal Palace team, but just how impressed are you about their discipline?
Very, very impressed. I mean, very, very disciplined, very, very tactical. They know what they want to do. The defending is top notch, not making the likes of Bino Gittins and Pedro Neto, magic. So far, making sure that a player like João Pedro is also very quiet. Kopama also silenced a little bit in the midfield, pushed a little bit back. And it's quite amazing how they are playing against Chelsea. But let's not forget that they won the Community Shield against Liverpool, the team that won the league, by the way. So, I mean, it's nothing short of what I expected for them to do against Chelsea.
I've been very impressed with this Crystal Palace team. I followed them for a long time. They have a very, very good squad. A lot of them are criminally underrated. Like I said, Ismaila Sarr is a player that should be in a top team. Look, Jean-Philippe Mateta can play for any one of the top 6 teams in the Premier League. He's a top striker, and he reminds a lot of people of the old school, the old way of playing. But for me, the MVP in this team is a guy that nobody ever talks about, Adam Walton. I remember Chelsea were chasing him when he was down in the Championship, and Crystal Palace are the ones that signed him. This player is fantastic, and I'm telling you, if you like the of Pedri, if you like the way Pedri plays, if you like the way Jude Bellingham plays, this guy is going to be sought after from some of the top teams in either this season or next season. I hear he's also a Madrid long-term target, so you never know. Don't be shocked to find him in a team like that. Adam Walton is very, very good.
So ball forward to Joao Pedro. He finds and controls that ball very nicely. He finds Jamie Bino Gittins. Bino Gittins needs to communicate. Gives the ball all the way back to Moises Caicedo, who gives the ball away to Jean-Philippe Mateta, who launches a long one forward. But then again, Sanchez will get there and clear, but he gives it back. But Pedro Neto, and it looks to have won a throw-in. He does. And Chelsea are in a hurry to get this taking. And what a first half they've had. Not one to look back at and be proud of. Nana Kwame.
Well, there are a lot of panicking from the Chelsea fans. I don't know why someone like Jamie Bino Gittins is not really taking players on. You had a very, very good opportunity to press on. It was a long ball that Joao Pedro went forward, got the ball, brought it to you, and then you
fantastic cross-field ball. Ball into the box. Can Chelsea find an opening back into and Crystal Palace clear? And they have been fantastic. Cole Palmer, he shoots from the edge of the box, back to Cucurella, and he is unable. So, Nottingham Forest are running riot. Nottingham Forest are running riot, and they have just gotten the third against Brentford. So it's Nottingham Forest 3, Brentford. I'll update you with the goal scorer pretty shortly. Nottingham Forest 3, Brentford 0.
You know, I said this. If you looked at the Premier League last year, Brentford were one of the teams that were disturbing a lot of top teams, and a difference between 8th and 2nd was about 2 to 4 points. So them losing the likes of Mbuemo and their main coach, you definitely knew that for
and their captain as well, and Christian Norgard.
Exactly, as well as Wisa.
Yeah, he's not even he's not playing.
He's not even playing. So you can tell like this season they won't be as good as they were last season. Which
so ball
means
into the box, cleared by Moses Caicedo.
There's a huge opportunity for the likes of Manchester United and the likes who were underperforming really this year.
Absolutely. So 47 minutes, 48 minutes played. So the halftime whistle should go any time from now. We're still live at the A&C Corner. 957 Daiquiri Bar. If you're not here, you're missing out a lot. Later, there's the big one. Manchester United come up against Arsenal in what promises to be an absolute cracker. Crystal Palace with a throw. They look to launch a long one forward. They do. And Robert Sanchez comes out to punch. And Eze clears. And Gittins will clear as well. And it's acrobatic in the box. The referee says, "Is that a foul?" There's probably an agreement.
I'm really hoping he got to the ball because if he didn't, this could be dangerous. This could be very dangerous.
Yeah, he actually did get to the ball. Yeah, he got to the ball. He punched the ball.
Nah, I don't think he punched the ball.
It looks very, very dicey.
He didn't punch the ball. He actually punched his head.
Yeah, but I mean, with intent and all of that, I don't think this is a penalty.
You know the thing that
is dangerous play.
Yeah, the thing about fouls.
I mean, both of them went up. He used his hand. It wasn't his foot. So I don't think anybody would look at this twice.
No, but the thing is with the goalkeeper, because you're allowed to use your hand, you can cause a concussion. So it could be, determined as dangerous play.
Yeah, no, but I don't think anybody will look at this twice. I doubt. I'll be very surprised if they do.
No league as a penalty.
Absolutely.
Not with the Ghana Premier League.
Yeah, no. So it's halftime right here. It was halftime right here on at the A&C Corner, and I'll hand over to Kobe Perry. He's going to go around and have a conversation with some of the fans to find out what they think.
All right. Today I'm not going to do agenda. Yeah, because my match is later, so I can't do agenda today. Because if I do agenda and for later, then we'll talk my matter. So yeah. The Chelsea fan. I don't know what to say. Is this a look of indifference or you are disappointed or what's going on?
It's actually just a look of expecting more Chelsea, of course, because
Of course.
you know Crystal
world
Palace
champions.
they have been very strong in defending ruthlessly because they know the kind of team they are playing against,
All right.
which is Chelsea,
Sure.
of course, the world champion. You know, and because they are the world champion, they definitely will find a goal in the second half.
Okay.
For sure.
Sure. Is it a case of your strategy or Enzo Maresca's strategy not working out, or Crystal Palace finding a solution to the Chelsea attack?
I think it's a case of Crystal Palace being solid in their defending.
Okay.
Because Chelsea are trying so hard to knock on the door,
Okay.
but they have been so solid in making sure the goal doesn't come. And when you are doing that, it makes the other team be frustrated. You know, frustrations are setting in.
Okay.
They start going out of play, which I feel Chelsea are also doing.
Yeah.
They are trying to change pattern, trying to do cross and nod,
Most definitely, I could see
which
that.
they don't really do.
Yeah.
And that is what is actually working from the hand of Crystal Palace. I
Sure.
believe.
But I think I saw a bit of lax or frustration, as you were saying, from the 35th minute to the 45th minute, where almost all avenues were not working out. And then Crystal Palace is trying to do a counter-attack. What do you think should be the solution for that particular one?
As for the counter attack, I believe definitely in the second half, Enzo will need someone that can block more
All right.
and also help Casedo in making sure he stops when they attacks.
When they
Because
attacks.
definitely when they block like that,
Oh.
they rely solely on their counter attack,
Sure.
which can be very dangerous for Chelsea too. Because when
All
they
right.
do the first scoring, it's definitely going to be extremely difficult to come back and even win the game. I believe.
All right, sure. Thank you very much, sir. More Chelsea fans. All right. Sir, what do you think has been the problem? Why haven't you been able to break the Crystal Palace defense in the first half?
I think that because we are world champions.
Because you are world champion.
Yeah,
That's how you want to start your. That's how you want to start your analysis.
Palace are very, very careful
Oh, obviously.
at the back. So I think if you get one goal,
All right.
you unsettle them.
Do you think there's any change that needs to be made to bring that particular one goal? What change are you expecting?
Enzo is not in the game. Fernandez,
All right. So in place of Enzo, who do you want to bring? Enzo Maresca to bring on.
Santos can help us in this game.
So he should take a midfielder out and bring a forward on.
Andre Santos.
Okay, Andre Santos. Right. Sure.
Too.
All right. Sure. Okay. So you think Andre Santos will be the solution for this particular game?
Yes.
All right. Why though? Why? What abilities do you think Andre Santos has ahead of this particular struggling first half that Enzo is having?
Okay, I don't know, but Enzo, this game.
This particular game,
Yeah.
you don't think he's having his?
Yes.
All right. Sure. Thank you very much. Any against fans here? Against fans? Any against fans? I want counter reactions. See, I'm a United fan as well, so let me pre-warn you, because we will have our own later. So please be very, very mindful, because they will stay here and watch us too.
Against there, if necessary.
Against there, whether they like it or yes, we go do
If
them.
necessary.
Nice. So, what has been the takeout for this particular first half for you, as watching from the other side, not supporting Chelsea, obviously?
Yeah, for me, I think the Chelsea that we saw in the preseason,
It's not the Chelsea you're seeing
not
now.
the Chelsea that we are seeing in this particular game.
Okay.
Because the energy that they used in the preseason, I was thinking they would improve.
Obviously.
So, like, first 45 minutes, I was thinking Chelsea would be like 2 goals.
2 goals up.
2 goals up.
The way you are talking there, it looks like you have invested. Oh. Tell me the truth.
No.
Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Have you invested?
Oh,
Tell me the truth.
Investment there
The way
is
you
small.
are doing against so, but you
I
are
said
saying
spot
first
it, yeah.
30 minutes, 2 goals sentence. It's an investment too.
investment there, it is small.
Aha.
But at least first half, there are at least 2 goals there.
Aha. The way you are saying first half, at least 2 goals there.
least
Let me
2
say,
goals there.
first half over 1.5. No, Charlie Ambo. Come on.
But the way the thing is looking, I'm not sure there will be much goals in the game.
All right.
Yeah,
Can
maybe
you give me
draw,
can you give me a prediction?
Maybe a draw or maybe just 1 goal.
1 goal, okay.
Yeah.
And now 1 goal be for Chelsea or Crystal Palace?
Likely to be for Chelsea.
All right, sure. Thank you very much, sir. Any Chelsea fans? More Chelsea fans? Thank you, sir. All right, so I want to take a different angle with you. Do you think with this first showing that Chelsea is giving you in the first half, it's going to be a good season for Chelsea? Regardless of Club World Cup, regardless of preseason, do you think this first 45 minutes that you just saw means good for the Chelsea season?
Okay, so honestly, I think that the team hasn't really performed well.
In this particular game?
Yes.
All right.
Individually, they are down.
All right.
Getting a tactical variation from Enzo Maresca.
Sure.
And I think that I can't just use just 45 minutes to judge the team with
All right.
regards to this season.
Cool.
So I feel that the boys should be up and doing.
Sure.
And it's just unfortunate that we met Crystal Palace in our first game.
Okay.
Because momentum is on their side.
Yes.
They've won against Man City and Liverpool.
Liverpool, yeah.
And it's just unfortunate. But then I think that as world champions, we will come up to the game.
Okay.
And then we will gradually build momentum.
Most definitely.
Yeah, and I trust Enzo Maresca to do a little bit of variation in his tactics.
Okay.
Maybe change a few players and then replace them with people who are players who are very physical.
Yes.
Because the Crystal Palace team are showing a lot of physicality.
All right. So, first off, you mentioned that you think that in this first 45 minutes showing, you felt that the Chelsea team was very down. What do you think might be the cause of that particular downness in this 5 minutes that we just saw?
So I think that the Crystal Palace coach is a very good coach.
Well,
And he's also brilliant in terms of tactics.
Okay.
So he might have matched us with his tactics. I think they are really closing the spaces. That
yes,
we have
obviously.
utilized.
Obviously, they
So
are.
what I'm thinking is that I trust Enzo Maresca. He's done it before.
Okay.
He's done it before. So I believe that in his second half, he'll do a lot of changes so that we would come up to the game.
Sure. I would want to know, you mentioned the physicality of the Crystal Palace team. You have a very, very young team as well. Why do you think they are not able to match them for the physicality? Or that is not the Chelsea playing style?
I think for now, in terms of strength, in terms of their physical ability, they are
All right.
way above us.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's for your thoughts. All right. I see more Chelsea fans. Hello. All right. So, do you have the opportunity to enjoy the first half?
I think having.
Yes. What are your thoughts on the initial first half?
First half, I think it was a very boring game, and I expect the coach to do changes. I think our defense, but check most of the central defenders are injured as
Yes.
well, so we need some flow games, and I think Crystal Palace is not opening up the game, so I think the coach needs to talk to the guys to calm down and respect a very exciting game that is.
Sure, sir. What are your initial thoughts? I went around, most of your, should I say, teammates or comrades in the Chelsea fan base feel like the team is a bit down. They are not able to match the physicality of the Crystal Palace team, and they have not been impressive as seen in the Club World Cup and preseason. What are your thoughts on this particular Chelsea first half that you saw?
I think earlier in the first half, there was a lot of defensive error.
All right, sure.
And then also, we are not able to take advantage on the flanks.
Sure.
Talking about Gaetans, it slowed down the pace of the game.
Okay.
So, my thought is, in the second half, we need to bring on Esteval for Gaetans. So
You want Esteval?
Yeah, Esteval.
All right. Why Esteval?
We need a player who can take on defenders.
Okay.
All right. At least take one or two players.
Out of the defense.
Create space for the striker. Also, if Cole Palmer can move to the right wing.
Okay, you want Cole Palmer on the right instead?
João Pedro and Neto.
Pedro Neto
has a lot of space on the wings, but he's not taking advantage of it.
I was about to ask you because I feel like when it comes to take-ons, Neto is available, Cole Palmer is available. Yes. You have even Enzo Maresca sometimes advances forward. So why Esteval instead?
Esteval cuts in and has the ability to shoot.
All right.
Gaitins is not doing.
Okay.
Right
Jamie
now,
Gittins, right?
Talking about the attacking players.
Yes.
It's Gaitins that is, I think, he's the poorest among them.
So you are not impressed with Jamie
I'm not
Gittins so far?
impressed with him. I'm not
All right.
impressed with him. I'm not
Well,
impressed at all.
Were you anticipating more when he was coming through? Or you have never been a fan
I
in a
think
way?
the decision, I am not happy with the decision.
You are not
because
impressed?
If you have a player like
Madueke?
Kudus.
Okay, Kudus, all right.
Kudus available, and then you go into the market to buy Gaitins and leave Kudus behind for another team to sign him.
Wow.
I am not impressed.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Thank you very much for your thoughts. All right. So those are the general rounds for the thoughts on obviously some disappointed Chelsea fans as well. But I feel like it's just 45 minutes. No, I think we should review this panel because what kind of Chelsea attack is this? What's all this?
Don't worry, United game comes.
I know.
The United game. I've seen the lineup for
the
you.
lineup for that.
We say less.
You see the people come and sit here.
Nathan Kwao.
We say less.
Niakwe.
We say
Raymond
less.
Yamado.
Raymond Yamado.
We say less.
And then the only Arsenal person in there is Kelvin.
But that's the only Arsenal person there.
No, but I don't understand why you're trying to punch holes into this panel.
It's the same
When
thing.
is the same thing happening on the United game?
When it happens, right? When it's my turn,
I think
you can attack my panel as well.
I think we'll be very neutral. Please
Okay.
give us our flowers. I think we'll be very, very.
Which
neutral.
flowers?
I feel like
Kufrodia flowers.
I have to represent Crystal Palace here. I have to represent Crystal Palace here.
As Kobe Perry be United fan, he do Chelsea agenda, sir. Where he lose, sir. See, he losing voice. He losing voice. Every day they set agenda.
So we are still at the 957 Daiquiri Bar at the A&C Corner. Charlie, the people are trooping in, and the Chelsea game is halfway through, and the big one is later. Manchester United come up against Arsenal, but we have some specials right here. Special deals at the 957 Daiquiri Bar. So if you come, you're not just coming to watch the game, you're coming to have a good time on some amazing bites and some drinks. 100 CDs for loaded fries, Charlie. Top deal, man. If the girl says she want loaded fries, this is where you for bring them today. And if you can't chop small and just enjoy them, Charlie.
Why do you say it and tap me?
Oh no, I don't. Why don't I just do it?
Bro, when the girl say you want loaded
just
fries,
bring them to 957.
He's tapping me, bro.
Bring them to 957.
I'm almost married.
So bring wifey to 957.
Okay.
You know, say as it you don't mention name. Run and 5 girls.
You are killing 5 birds with one stone.
Oh, no. My woman be very, very,
If you mention the name.
Yeah. Is it?
If you mention the name.
Is it?
Can you please mention her name on live radio?
Is it?
Mention her name on live radio.
Oh, yeah.
Or she's a private person.
Big shout out. Shout out.
Nah, she's a private person.
Yeah.
And also, you get 10 CDs of all daiquiris and 20 CDs of all burgers. So, Charlie, amazing offers. Yes. And also, top bite, big slice, and the Heritage Brewery right here are ensuring that we have a good. So, Charlie, Winston, second half about to start. Your expectations going into it?
My expectations is that Maresca has probably seen enough and he should make a change real quick. From the looks of it, I don't know, maybe he won't until probably the 60th minute, but he needs to make a change because you need your star players in space, and Cole Palmer's not finding any space at all. Pedro Neto's finding all the space, but he's wasting the space that he's finding. You need to put him somewhere else and put Cole Palmer in a possible position to be able to impact this team, because so far Crystal Palace are happy. And look, this is classic Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, they don't come to you to expect a win. They come to play for a draw. If they get a win, they're happy. Do you get it? So the person that's winning is Crystal Palace, because as long as they don't lose, they've won.
I want to ask you a question. Who won the 2008 Champions League? 2008 Champions League.
Was it not the one that Manchester
Manchester United.
What was the ball possession?
I didn't speak about
exactly.
ball.
Crystal Palace don't care about possession.
I didn't speak about ball possession.
I'm not talking about you. I'm just making my point here. You see, they just come into games to either get a draw or get a win. They don't care about who plays well, who plays the nicer football.
I mean, they are the ones who are winning right now.
They have a strategy. That's why in their last 3 games in the Premier League, they didn't of them. They played against Liverpool. They played against Wolves. They didn't lose any of them, and they went on to win the FA Cup and the Community Shield.
Facts.
They have a strategy. They stick to it, and proving it's giving them results. So they don't care. They don't care about who plays a nicer football.
Yeah.
They just want to win, and they will stick to that.
Facts. All
Absolutely,
facts.
they will stick to that. We are still live right here at the A&C Corner, proudly brought to you by 957 Daiquiri Bar, the Big Slice, top sweet top bites, and the Heritage Brewery. If you've not made your way here yet, kindly do so really quickly. The Brazilian boys are on the bench, Estevao and Andre Santos. We might just see either of them later in the game. But I mean, Nana Kwame, Crystal Palace have started, launch it forward. I mean, after the 60th minute, if that goal doesn't come, what tweaks would you anticipate that Enzo Maresca would make?
Definitely, he needs to sacrifice one wing, and I'm looking forward to seeing someone like Pedro Neto be on the bench, and then bring in your latest Brazilian joining the squad, which is Estevao Willian. I mean, I feel will do a very good job in this game because yes, he's coming with some energy. We've seen what he did for Palmeiras in the Club World Cup and what he did for us also in the preseason. So definitely he will bring you inject some energy into the game and all that. And also should be in this game.
Yeah.
Just like you said, we need that strong, energetic, physical player up front. So definitely, I would like to see these kind of changes in there.
Absolutely. 45 minutes played. Crystal Palace with the ball on the side. Tachel about to effect that throw. He launches one and finds Eberechi Eze, who gives the ball away very easily. And Jamie Bino Gittins is central. Moses Caicedo takes on his man. He is looking for that pass. He goes all the way back to Trevor Chalobah. Trevor Chalobah to Mark Cucurella. Cucurella back to Chalobah. Chelsea are building patiently in their own half. Reece James. Crystal Palace are pressing, but Joshua Champon steps out. He's having a very, very good game. Ball to Trevor Chalobah. He goes back to Joshua Champon, who finds Reece James. Reece James is looking for the pass. But I mean, Rondo, look at this Crystal Palace team and how they are set up. So Cole Palmer pops up on the right. So just maybe Enzo Maresca was listening when Winston Michaels was talking. Yes, but I mean, just look at how this Crystal Palace team is set up. Very, very, very compact they are.
Yeah.
And Joao Pedro will be looking for a foul. I don't think he's going to get one. The referee says no. But I mean, they are very compact.
Yeah, they are very compact. And for me, Lacroix, that's my man of the match so far. Their defense, they play a three-back system, and it's very hard to penetrate the defense. So they are super compact. But I want to commend Eze. You know, he has an impending move. But you know, some players, when they have impending move, they just decide not to even take part in training sessions. Some stay away from the team. But for him, he's been a very, very professional. He's taking part in all their training sessions, and he's representing the game. Even before the game, there were rumors that he wasn't going to play, but he showed up and he played, and he's playing his heart out. So I want to really commend Eze for him staying very professional.
Eberechi Eze, Oga Eze, I don't think he's going to have his head go down. He's still wearing the jersey of the Eagles, so he will look to soar as long as he keeps that jersey on. Ball is being ping-ponged. Chelsea win that. Moses Caicedo, the midfield engine. He is brought down by Hughes, who gets a yellow card. And Chelsea are growing into this game. And Nana Kwame.
I feel the referee should have just played an advantage. I mean, this was a ball in progress. We're moving forward with the ball. He was able to release the ball on time. This was supposed to be played as an advantage, and it's quite unfortunate the referee had to stop the game.
Absolutely. Hughes, with that yellow card, Chelsea will look to rebuild from the back. Reece James finds Joshua Champon. Joshua Champon goes all the way to the right side, finds Trevor Chalobah, who turns very well, launches a long one forward, looking for Pedro Neto. But Pedro Neto won't get there. And Tyrick Mitchell will look to effect that throw. But I mean, is it Chelsea trying to mix and match things now?
Look, I think the number one player who would impact this game, I think Chelsea need, is Liam Delap. The reason is because I don't think our forward options have really pushed this Crystal Palace defense to its limit. And Liam Delap is a very, very physical lad who really test these two trial edits. You need that. But the thing is, you can't have Liam Delap in this game and not have like a guy like Estevao feeding off of the chaos that he causes. So I think these boys have 10 more minutes. If nothing changes, two people will be sacrificed.
they'll be sacrificed to the gods of football. Ball goes all the way back to Robert Sanchez, who has been resolute so far, to the middle of the park. And a long one for Chelsea are thriving on the long balls. Joao Pedro will look to win that. Mark Cucurella, is that a foul? The referee says no. They should play on. And Crystal Palace are winning all the physical battles currently. And Moses Caicedo loses out on that. And Reece James and the defense will cover. Crystal Palace would have to do it all over again. And Nana Kwame, I mean, Ismail Assar has been quiet. Kudos to Moses Caicedo.
Well, yes, I mean, they realized that is one of the threats in the Crystal Palace game. So, Moses Caicedo always, I like his intelligence. He identifies the threat and tries to nullify it. And then we've seen him do that multiple times last season, and he's doing this again in today's game. So, kudos to him as well. We see Esteval warming up.
Absolutely, Esteval is warming up. And Crystal Palace, and then Cole Palmer wins that ball. And Hughes with a very timely interception. And Crystal Palace will look to build again. Ball goes to Eberechi Eze. A fantastic dummy. Tyreek Mitchell comes up against Pedro Neto. Cross into the box. And Chelsea would clear. And then we would go out for a throw-in for Crystal Palace. And Trevor Chalobah is doing his job. But Crystal Palace, I mean, they pick the teams apart with 3 passes at the most. That's pure efficiency, isn't it, Winston Michaels?
No, they know the kind of team they are playing against, and they know that they can't. They are not going to be afforded time. They're not going to be afforded to be able to play the way they like. So efficiency over time, and they've been very efficient, very compact, and that's how they've been playing most of their games, and it's been working for them. So I mean, just like Rondo said, they have a system, they stick to it, and look, if it works, why change it?
Jamie Bino Gittins commits a foul. He's not having a good game at all.
You know, this is a dilemma for coaches. You know, players like this, sometimes when you leave them in games, they're able to produce magic at some point. But do you leave him in the game, or you bring another player? You understand? If you take him out, a player could come and produce better results than what he's doing. But if you leave him in the game, sometimes he can actually do something that...
Absolutely. Chelsea with Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer finds Jamie Bino Gittins. Can he redeem himself? Bino Gittins look to take on Richards, but he finds Cucurella. Back to Bino Gittins. Goes all the way back. Chelsea on the attack. Moses Caicedo, Reece James. He goes to the right, finds Pedro Neto. Can he take on his man? He is completely flooded out. Back to Reece James on the edge of the box. Chelsea needs to inject some pace into their game. Joshua Champong all the way forward. And Chelsea are just possessing the ball with no intent whatsoever. And all the way back. And they give the ball away. Jamie Bino Gittins back to Moses Caicedo. Can he find one into the box? And Crystal Palace, with their resolute stance, are not giving Chelsea any spaces whatsoever. And Chelsea are having to hit the ball in between themselves, up across, until they take it all the way back. This is defensive discipline from Crystal Palace.
Very, very, very disciplined play from Crystal Palace. I mean, they're making sure that Chelsea don't have the space. And I don't know what really is wrong with Jamie Gittins today. He looks very off. It's like he lacks a lot of pace. It's like he's not really.
So Cole Palmer, yes. One into the box, fantastic save from the goalkeeper, and Chelsea would look to win that back. And Reece James would concede a throw-in, but I mean, if there were any substitutions should they be made now? And the coach is bringing on the Brazilian wonder kid Estevao, and Jamie Bino Gittins is off.
Yeah, you need somebody to cause chaos, and like I said, Jamie Bino will be the one to make it. He's now getting used to a new league. He's not used to physicality. And remember, Estevao Willian plays in the Brazilian league. They are very physical. He's very used to it, and he can hold his own. He's very tiny, but he's a chaos mastermind, and he will cause some chaos in this defense.
You know, players coming from Brazil, they've all faced the same criticism. Oh, they are too tiny, they are too weak. But when Neymar was coming to, Estevao is no Neymar. But when Neymar was coming, they were like, he has to get on a diet to get bigger and all that. But he still cooked. His first season at Barcelona was incredible. So
he eventually became bigger.
Yeah, but when he was tiny in 2015, he was not as big as he is now. He played well. I think he finished third on the Ballon d'Or.
So Moses Caicedo is down with what looks like a very bad one. Ball goes forward. Chelsea would look to build irrespective. But that was too much for Pedro Neto, who switched on to the left. But that looked very bad for Moses Caicedo. And if he does have to come off, would it be a great miss for Chelsea?
It's going to be a very big miss for ouch.
That looks like a yellow card offense. It looks like a red card offense.
A red card offense. Dangerous tackle. Yes.
I think it's a yellow.
The VAR should look.
Oh, yeah, they'll look at.
I think that's a yellow card.
That's
offense.
a yellow card offense. Yeah. But he's already on a yellow. You know, so he could be in trouble here. He's already on a yellow.
But one thing I've learned is VAR, they don't really review yellow cards, right?
No, I mean he's already on one.
On a
So
yellow
if they review this and they judge it for dangerous play, I don't think they will. Yeah. But if they do, he's gonna be in some serious trouble.
Review, I'll be very disappointed.
There's not gonna be one. There's not gonna be one.
God. That's well.
So now Chelsea fans are depending on a red card to win against Crystal Palace.
Charlie.
I mean, you have to win at all costs.
That be where he reach. That be where he reach.
You win at all costs.
Kudos to the referee for letting play continue. This has been a very wonderful game.
Of course, we know where this comment is coming from.
But you know something, But you know something.
When I said that the Chelsea fans
his next
up in
move
arms for that particular one.
He better not foul for the rest of the game because the next foul he's gone.
Yeah. This has been a wonderful game. It would have been mad by the red card. So kudos to the referee for letting
Honestly,
it
I think it would have been even harder if Crystal Palace had gone down to 10 men.
Then maybe Chelsea should try and go down by 10 men so that we'll see.
Esteval on the ball. Esteval takes on this man. Esteval works the ball into the box. Can he find a cross? He does, and that should have been a goal. Fantastic play from Esteval. He's making the difference already. The lad from Brazil has showed why Chelsea spent £40 million on him.
And that is exactly what we needed.
He is riling up the crowd.
We needed a chaos merchant, and like I said, he was taking that defender inside out. The guy didn't even know where he was.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, that's what you need. Look at this ball. Brilliant from Esteban Willian. Takes him inside, takes him out. Doesn't know where he is. He just beat his man right there, created some space.
And that was a fantastic cross. And Liam Delap, on the end of that, would have buried it.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrific cross. It fell to the wrong person in Joao Pedro. And Delap, or even a Joao Pedro, would have put that in the back of the net. But fantastic play. And I mean, that was a terrible tackle from Eberechi Eze. And Chelsea have a free kick in a very promising position. And we would see what they can do with this particular one. Cole Palmer
obviously
and Reece James stand behind this.
I was laughing at a lot of people who said, oh, Esteval would need a loan. He's not ready. They clearly don't know anything about the Brazilian league. If you are brilliant in the Brazilian league, you are ready no matter where you go.
Highly rated by a lot of teams. I mean, we beat a lot of teams to get Esteval. So yeah, I mean, he's done very well. I mean, he's doing what we expected Jamie Gittins to do, and I'm really happy for this.
So are you saying Esteval has done in 2 minutes what Jamie Gittins hasn't done in 45?
How many
Chelsea fans, do you agree with that as well?
Yeah, true. How many take-ons did you see Gittins do?
But you know what? In context, Gittins will take a long time to adjust to this Premier League because, again, in Dortmund, it's not like he was a stalwart over there.
True.
The Premier League is a different league. So at the end of the day, maybe the people we should be considering loans for are the Europeans, not the Brazilians.
True.
So Cole Palmer shoots. Can he find a net? The wall deals with it very perfectly. And Chelsea will have to start all over again. And Crystal Palace are pressing. Ball forward. And there's an injury in the box. But I mean, that should have been a better take from Cole Palmer.
Yes, I expected more. I expected him to at least get that on target, but unfortunately, the work job. And then, yeah.
I didn't expect Cole Palmer to play this one. I think it's too close. I think Reece James is probably more suited for a free kick like that. But, I mean, they know what they are doing, so.
But we've been talking about the performances of other players, but it seems we've ignored Cole Palmer's performance. Regardless of the fact that he's not had enough space, he's not really played well in the
Rondo,
game.
I see a Madrid legend in the stands. Oh.
Where?
I think Eden Hazard is probably...
Where?
Eden Hazard is...
Where?
I see a two-time Champions League winner, a Madrid legend in the stands. You are a Madrid fan.
He owes Madrid money.
I think he's imagining, if I were on this pitch, I'll do it by myself. I mean, in games like these, you need a player like Eden Hazard in his prime.
Oh yeah.
Before he steps on the pitch, he should refund the money that Madrid gave to Chelsea.
Why did he steal the money?
Because
did he steal the money? You can't came after him.
Magician and locker. That's what he was.
Yeah, he's probably imagining, listen, I should have been on this play. You need a player like him, a player that will take people on.
But I think we have that now in
William.
Yeah, but fantastic player Eden Hazard was. Even though his time at Madrid didn't go well, at Chelsea he was exceptional. He was arguably a top 2 player in the Premier League. You could put him at number 1 or number 2, and
the fans disagree.
Madrid legend. I mean, for me, the only player I'll put above Eden Hazard is Mohamed Salah. During his time there, but aside that, Mohamed Salah, 10 years in a row
over Hazard.
Easily.
Come on, man.
Easily.
I mean, to be fair, statistics-wise, I mean, not just pure ability, but I mean with the results, etc.
You know what's crazy? We
are not here for that.
The person whose opinion I value is Mo Salah, and Mo Salah puts Eden Hazard over himself.
Thank you very much.
At the end of the day,
I don't. So
Mo Salah.
I don't think so. But we are all know Mo Salah, so how?
But the person in question is saying that Hazard is better than him. So what will be your problem right now? Anyway.
60 minutes played. Both teams are here to find a deadlock. Joshua Champong, he's had a terrific game at the heart of that Chelsea defense. He looks to find one forward. He does brilliantly. And Chelsea to the left. On the left, Pedro Neto, who switched to the left now, finds Chaloba cross into the box. Can they find a header? Crystal Palace will concede the corner. And Chelsea looking a lot more dynamic.
Do you see where Esteban Willian was on that? Just watch his movements. Just watch where Esteban Willian ends up. If they miss that ball, you see where he was going?
It comes straight to him.
That's what you need in this team.
Absolutely. So Chelsea have a corner, and it is Pedro Neto who looks to take it. The tall men are in the box. Joshua Champong, Trevor Chaloba. Ball is launched into the box. An in-swinger. Can they find a header? And that should have been a lot better. Joao Pedro, who's been anonymous, couldn't get that on target. 61 minutes played. Chelsea nil, Crystal Palace nil. The longer this stretches, the more pressure it puts on Chelsea, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Honestly, you can see, look at Joao Pedro right now. You can see he's on his knees, winded, gassed. In terms of fitness, I don't think this team is anywhere near. But the likes of Liam Delap, I think that lad keeps himself very, very fit. I think he would be very, very impactful. Remember I mentioned, if he's on the pitch, you need Liam Delap in this game. And I'm hoping he's probably the next one up who's probably going to come into this game and impact it.
So Esteval wins the ball. Esteval, what a player he's been. Absolutely fantastic from Esteval. Fighting for every single ball. Like he has played in the Premier League for years. I mean, he has been very, very, very impactful. I mean, you saw how he fought for that ball. I mean, just how impressed are you? Winston.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we needed. And I'm glad Maresca has made a change early. Because if he had waited, it would probably be a little too late.
Yeah, in basketball, we have something we call pure hoopers.
Yeah.
Players who are very, very skilled. You know, regardless of their stats. I think Esteval is one of those players.
Absolutely. And he has made a little bit of a difference since he did come on. And he is going to be a thorn in the flesh of Premier League defenders. Just maybe in the next game, Enzo Maresca might give him a starting slot. Ball goes to Esteval Willian, man in the number 41 shirt. Back to Reece James, number 24, into the center of defense. Joshua Champong has been a revelation in this particular game. He has been terrific, matching and keeping Mateta quiet. Joao Pedro, fantastic hold-up play. Mark Cucurella. Cucurella takes his man on in that inverted role. He finds Trevor Chaloba. Trevor Chaloba back to Joshua Achampong. Achampong would look for that pass, that defense splitting one. He doesn't find one. So he goes back to Trevor Chaloba, Moses Caicedo. Chelsea are keeping hold of the ball, but they are yet to make any meaningful incursions. Reece James in the center of midfield. He finds Enzo Fernandez. Endo Fernandez to the center edge of the box. He goes all the way to the left. Pedro Neto. Can he take his man on? He dilly-dallies. Cross into the box. Can Chelsea find a header? And that was close. Cole Palmer shoots. And Chelsea are getting closer and closer. Just how impactful has that change been, Nana Kwame?
Yes, I mean, you see that there's been some injection of pace and precision into the game. I mean, that was a very, very amazing cross by Pedro Neto, who I expected to be off by now. But it looks like, I mean, the introduction of Esteval has given him some confidence. I mean, they are passing the ball well, making sure that they don't misplace the passes. So far, so good.
Trevor Chaloba on the edge of the box. He finds pass to Pedro Neto. drift now. Very impactful since he moved there. A ball all the way to Reece James on the edge of the box. Fantastic clip in. And can Chelsea find anything? And Mark Cucurella is crowded out. And I mean, what's the next change you'd like to see, Winston?
For me, honestly, like I said, overall, Chelsea, fitness-wise, they're not there. I'm looking at Marc Cucurella, and I'm seeing that he's really struggling. And not just Marc Cucurella, Enzo Fernandez has really struggled in this game. So if I was to change, again, like I said, Delap needs to be in this game, first of all. But if you're looking at that left side.
So Chelsea with the ball forward, can they find anything? Marc Cucurella
Yeah.
looks to win the ball, but Tyrick Mitchell gets the better of him in that particular one. Crystal Palace will build. Ismail Assar on the ball. Can he take his man on? He doesn't. The referee says, get up. There's nothing in this. Chelsea will build. They need to inject pace. Ball to the left. Pedro Neto. He strides forward on the left channel. Can he find anybody in the middle? He doesn't, because Chelsea need to regroup and attack. He looks for Cole Palmer. Very nicely weighted pass. Cole Palmer crosses in. And Esteval, can he find a goal? And he should have done a lot better. Esteval was close to glory.
One-time hit.
He should have done a lot better. And he would know it. He would know it. He didn't catch that properly. But what a moment that would have been for Esteval.
Amazing moment for him. But I mean, he could have left the ball for Pedro Neto, who was coming in for the shot. But good try, but it was just off target.
He should have hit that instantly. I don't know why he tried to take a touch. But Cole Palmer, man, what a brilliant cross. What a brilliant cross from Cole Palmer. I didn't think he'll get it off.
Yeah, I've realized one thing. I've realized that Chelsea are overloading one side. You see, Crystal Palace are playing 3 back, so there's enough space on the wing area. Once they overload that side, you have to account for 2 players, and it's working now. That's how come Cole Palmer was able to get the opportunity to get the crossing. Yeah. And once he got the crossing, due to the fact that they overloaded the left side, the defenders had to shift there, and it left Esteval Willian open. Yeah, and so that's a good strategy.
And I think another reason that is because you have Esteval Willian to account for. It means that the defenders decide, should he go or should he stay? And I think they are deciding to go because now they are realizing that the overloads are happening on one side, just like Rondo said. Yeah. Having a field day. Yeah.
So Crystal Palace with an infringement in a very dangerous position would need to be very alert to defend this. They will launch a long one forward. Lacroix, the likes of Jean-Philippe Mateta, Richards are all in the box. Long one launch forward. Crystal Palace would not get to that. And that was the worst free kick in the history of football. Absolutely terrible free kick.
Also terrible defending. I mean, you left 2 or 3 players on the far left. I mean, that was very dangerous. And Charlie, if any of these players found themselves in a very, very good position, that would have been an easy goal for them.
Just like I was saying, right? I think some of the changes, Marc Cucurella, I'm looking at him, he's not up to speed yet in terms of fitness. I think you need someone with a bit of athleticism, right? Someone exactly like Hato would probably do a very good job in that. And Hato is also an offensive threat. So, I mean, I don't know if Maresca will see that, but let's see. Let's see what happens with the changes.
Absolutely. Let's see what happens with the changes. Chelsea do well to win the ball back. Joshua Champong will get one back to Robert Sanchez, who's being pressed. He finds Marc Cucurella. Marc Cucurella strides into midfield in that inverted role, all the way to Moises Caicedo. Enzo Fernandez, who's not had the best of games, finds Cole Palmer, who's found himself very deep. He's now playing a very free role. Cole Palmer, can he find an incisive pass? Enzo Fernandez, back to Moses Caicedo. Caicedo is completely locked out. Crystal Palace are completely putting the bolsters on. Chelsea would keep knocking on the door. 68 minutes played, a little over 20 minutes to go in this one. And the Blues are looking for clues to unlock this Crystal Palace team. They don't seem to be finding any at this particular time. And we are still waiting for that opener. Chelsea are on it. So car number GC70. So Crystal Palace will look to catch the goalkeeper out through Eze, but they don't. But they still continue to build. Ball on the right. Fantastic cross into the box. And Reece James will push that out for a corner. And Chelsea need to regroup. Car number GC174119 is a Toyota Passo. GC174119. Kindly attend to your car. It's very urgent that you do at this moment in time. Thank you. So Crystal Palace are making a change themselves. They are bringing on Jefferson Lerma, and Hughes race is run. They are looking to bolster the midfield with this substitution, aren't they?
Well, he has been amazing. I mean, you see that doing a lot of defensive work on the pitch, and this is another very, very dangerous player coming in. He does very well with both defending and attacking, and he knows how to pick those passes. So let's see if Chelsea can defend the threat that is coming on the pitch right now in the person of Jefferson Lemar.
Absolutely. So Crystal Palace with the corner. Eberichi will cross one in, and that's a fantastic clearance from Chelsea, and the referee says that will be an infringement to Chelsea. Fantastic long ball launch forward by Robert Sanchez. Pedro Neto will chase, but that ball is headed out, and fantastic defending from Tyreek Mitchell. In the end, Chelsea have that throw-in, and it shows you that this team is in a hurry. But should Maresca look to effect any change now?
He probably should. I wanted to make a comment on the Crystal Palace change. I think that was brilliant. Hall has been struggling in that midfield. And if you notice, last year, he's actually the reason why Chelsea, lost that game, because you're supposed to get a red card. I remember. And they didn't give it to him, and then immediately he was substituted. Yeah. He made a professional foul just like he did in this game. And obviously, I think this time around, what's his name? Glasner has made a change. He has learned from his mistakes, and bringing in a guy like Jefferson Lemar with the energy that he provides, it will probably stabilize our midfield now and make it a bit more difficult for Chelsea. Also on their right, wing back, their left wing back, they've also employed some very, very good one-on-one players. So if you are wondering why Chelsea wingers are struggling to take on some of these players, because they are very good in one-on-one situations. But hopefully we trust Esteval Willian to do it.
Absolutely. Chelsea fans putting their hope in an 18-year-old from Brazil to do the job for them. But then again, Reece James at the back. Long pick out. Mark Cucurella, can he get to that? No. Dean Henderson will grab that. He hasn't been tested much. Chelsea's firepower has been blunt, to say the least. And Crystal Palace have not exploited this Chelsea defense as well. Reece James at the back. He looks to find his goalkeeper. He does. Jean-Philippe Mateta will press, and Robert Sanchez finds that pass. And Crystal Palace now are pressing from the front, but fantastic play from Trevor Chalobah. Fantastic pass up front. He finds Pedro Neto, who uses his space. Is that a foul? The referee says yes, it is, and that should be a yellow card. And he said, listen, you held on to your man, and Chelsea should look to use their pace a lot more. And the wings where they are strong.
Well, that's very good play from Pedro Neto, making sure that he shoots himself and puts himself between the ball and the defender. So definitely, if he can't control the ball properly, the best you need to do is draw a foul, and that's what he did.
Absolutely, that is what he did. And Liam Delap is coming on. Let's see who he replaces. Let's see who he replaces. João Pedro. So João Pedro has had a very quiet game. What different option will Liam Delap offer up front?
Liam Delap is a target man. You know, we have Esteban Chelsea. They have Esteban Willian on the pitch right now. He's somebody who can cross the ball really well. For me, I thought Pedro Neto was the one going to be substituted, so that João Pedro will have the opportunity to operate in space on the right wing. But Enzo Maresca knows best. He's the one who won the Club World Cup. I don't have a coach. I don't have a coaching license. So let's see how it turns out.
Absolutely, Chelsea have a free kick, and they will look to launch that in very quickly. Liam Delap, the man who was acquired for £30 million from relegated Ipswich, would look to switch on very quickly and get that goal that would give Chelsea puts their noses ahead, cross into the box, and Crystal Palace will clear like they've done all through. And Esteval, fantastic pick out that was, and the referee said it's a foul, but is that actually a foul? And I'm sure we'll have a look at that again, but that was a late tackle from the man from Brazil, and he stopped a definite counter. Did he get the ball? That was a foul. That was a very, very terrible foul from Esteval. He's taking one for the team.
Yeah, definitely one for the team. Very, very professional. Professional foul. And if he hadn't done that, we don't know where we might have been by now. That was a very, very dangerous attack, by the way.
For me, I was very because a player like Esteval, playing his first game for the team, a red card could actually demoralize him. So I was very happy he didn't get a red card, and that was a very, very good foul.
That actually happened to João Felix when he was playing for Chelsea. On his first game, he got a red card.
Yeah,
we've
seen so many players get red cards on their debut, and it affected them for the entirety of their time on the teams that they were playing for. So that was a very, very, very good one from Esteval Willian.
Absolutely. Crystal Palace will build again from the back. They've been very disciplined in this particular game. Chelsea win the ball back. Esteval Willian takes his man on, finds Reece James. Reece James caught up in trouble, and he wins throwing. And Enzo Maresca will be scratching his head. What can he do to unlock this Crystal Palace team? But let's not take anything away from Crystal Palace, Winston. They've been brilliant.
I mean, this is the game plan for Crystal Palace. Obviously, they came here for a draw, best case scenario, a win. But at the end of the day, they've been winning since match day 1 as long as Chelsea don't score. So that's why Chelsea needs to be the aggressor here. They need to be the ones to elevate this game because they are the ones that need the result. Crystal Palace, they are very comfortable leaving this place with 0-0.
Absolutely. They'll be comfortable leaving Stamford Bridge with a point. Chelsea need 3 in the bag if they are to stake any claim whatsoever this season. Eberechi is a cross-field pass, a long one, but that would go straight to Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto on the ball. He looks to take his man on. Something Gittins wasn't able to do on that side while he was on the pitch. He finds Mark Cucurella. Mark Cucurella gives the ball away. He looks very tired, like Winston said. Is this a time to stabilize things?
No, it is because, look, in terms of fitness levels, Chelsea has been off it, all right? And a guy like Mark Cucurella has been struggling. Look, Mark Cucurella is not playing the regular left-back role. He's playing that inverted role. And it's very demanding. Somebody with athleticism to be in this game. And if he's not fit, Mark has not played like the player we knew from last season, who was probably one of Chelsea's players of the season. So I think this is the time where Gerard Hato needs to be injected into this game to add a life, athleticism.
So Jean-Philippe Mateta, fantastic shot. That wasn't going to go anywhere. I heard people shouting goal at the back. They were expecting that to end up at the back of the net. Just here at the A&C Corner, 957 Daiquiri Bar, a lot of amazing specials on their menu. So you get... Brentford have a goal back. Brentford have a goal back. I'll update you with who got that goal for Brentford. They have a goal back. Igor Thiago has gotten one back for Brentford. Chelsea need a goal, and they need it desperately. Mark Cucurella, all the way back to Joshua Champong, who's been the rock at the center of that Chelsea defense. Moses Caicedo finds Mark Cucurella. Mark Cucurella finds Cole Palmer at the edge of the box. He looks to find that pass. He doesn't. Ball all the way back to Esteval. Fantastic cross into the box. He doesn't find anybody. Crystal Palace will clear. And Chelsea are piling on the pressure. And Joshua Champong will look to win that against Jean-Philippe Mateta and his physicality. But then again, Crystal Palace would get one into the box. But they are unable to do that. And what is that? Is that a throw-in? Yes, that is.
It was a good recovery because if he hadn't put in that tackle, they were away. That was a good recovery. I thought he was beaten there, but the boy has held his own. He's tried.
So Malo Gusto and Andre Santos are coming on for Chelsea. And let's see who they replace.
I expected Enzo Fernandez to not be in this game anymore. Yeah. I expected it. He's been lagging the whole game. This is a brilliant change actually because he's been lacking fitness, and you could clearly tell it's been affecting the way that we are playing.
Absolutely. So Andre Santos will come on for Enzo Fernandez. The other man from Brazil. Last season, he had a terrific season at Strasbourg. And Reece James has run his race as well. And Chelsea will deploy the pace and the gusto of Malo Gusto on the right side of that defense. What dynamics does this change in this game?
I mean, it gives some pace in the game. Malo Gusto actually has been one of our best players in the last 2-3 games. I'm expecting him to inject a lot of pace, put in some crosses in there. I mean, Reece James hasn't really done well with the crosses today. He hasn't had enough space to give the crosses as well. Andre Santos, I don't know, man. I still haven't seen anything since he joined Chelsea. So let's see.
So long throw from Crystal Palace into the box. Can they find anything? Ball is cleared. And Eberechi Eze will launch another one in, and Robert Sanchez will launch one forward. To nobody in particular. What was he doing? That was terrible. That was terrible.
And this is why Chelsea needs a new keeper. Because look at this. That was a clear opportunity to just release Estaval. And he just played the ball anywhere. Like zero situational awareness.
PSG just said they don't want Donnarumma anymore. I don't know what Chelsea...
But Donnarumma is not the best. Fantastic from Joshua Champo once again. As he holds off Jean-Philippe Mateta, who has had no breathing space whatsoever in this game. I mean, at the beginning, he started a bit, but Charlie, Joshua Champo recovered.
Yeah. On Chelsea, he's been Chelsea's best player. He's been Chelsea's best player in this game. He's been very, very good.
But do Chelsea still need a central defender if he keeps up these performances?
We do the likes of Vega. Vega he missed his chance when he forced his way out of Chelsea on loan to Juventus. I feel he could have easily just slotted into the left centre back position, but unfortunately, I don't think they're looking at his side. We definitely need another defender, someone who is going to make sure that we don't miss Colwill that much. And unfortunately, we don't have that on the pitch.
I always use Madrid as an example. When Rafael Varane was coming up, they still had Pepe. They still had Pepe there, right? So a champion, even though he's played well, you need an experienced defender. You understand? So it's not like if you decide to just rely on him solely, he could give you games where he'll play really, really well, but it will get to a time where you may not be able to rely fully on him. So Chelsea definitely needs an experienced defender. Maybe in a year, a champion could be the guy who will be the new John Terry or whatever. But as of now, I don't think he can have his moments, but I don't think he's somebody that they should rely on him for the entirety of the season.
Another terrible pass from Robert Sanchez.
So just to build on what Rondo has said, I think Chelsea fans have been keeping up with updates, despite the fact that the sporting directors are insisting they won't sign a centre back.
Eberechi is a ball into and Robert Sanchez, who saved that? And that was nonchalant.
So it's been reported that Chelsea actually made an offer for Alexander Bastoni and were rejected. So it looks like, despite what they are saying, they are still looking for a
will look to defend this header out, and Chelsea will clear through Esteval. Ball goes out for a throw-in for Crystal Palace. One, I believe, they would look to launch long. 82 minutes. Winston, 8 minutes. Can anybody do the magic for Chelsea?
Right now, it's anybody's game. It shouldn't have gotten to this point, but here we are. It's either, the longer it goes, the more Chelsea fans will be nervous, because we've seen this script before. Don't be shocked if it's Crystal Palace 1, Chelsea 0 at the end of it. So let's just hope that that's not what's going to happen. So we need to find a way. Then there needs to be some resolve, some resilience from the young boys, and they need to find a way. They have 8 minutes and maybe 5. So let's see. Next 30 minutes will be very, very crucial. So let's see what happens.
So Eberechi is being substituted. Is this his final bienvenue to Crystal Palace? And he brings on, I think it's Devaney, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Devaney comes on. He scored that winner in that Community Shield, that winning penalty, to replace Eberechi. So Crystal Palace are looking for more firepower. Header into the box, and Robert Sanchez should really have done a lot better with that particular one. Crystal Palace will start again. Ball again into the box, and Chelsea will clear this time around up front. Can Liam Delap win this? He doesn't. But Crystal Palace would see the throw, and Chelsea are now very frantic to get this forward. Rondo.
I'm surprised Neto is still on the pitch right now. I'm just surprised. I'm 100% surprised.
But who if he goes off now?
I think the change that was supposed to happen was Liam Delap for Neto, right? So that João Pedro will go to the left wing, but it didn't happen. But the thing about Enzo Maresca is I remember when we were with the Conference League, everybody was like, Sancho should go out. Sancho should go out. And Sancho was the one who scored the goal. So maybe Neto could do the same thing Sancho did.
Absolutely. Yes, Chelsea have 6 minutes and some injury time to do that. Can they pull the chestnut out of the blazing fire? Do they have what it takes? Esteval takes his man on the right side. Can he take his man on? He does. And he is robbed of the ball. And Chelsea would hunt like a pack of wolves. And Andre Santos wonders why that is a free kick. And yeah, I mean, there's 3 men on Esteval when he has the ball.
I mean, as it should be. He's very dangerous. Crystal Palace have found out that he is the guy who can make a difference in this game. So definitely, when he's with the ball, 2-3 defenders will pounce on him and make sure that they nullify him. It's looking like a game where it might end in a draw. But if Chelsea slip, Crystal Palace runs away with the 3 points.
Absolutely. Chelsea have held their own, but can they keep it going? Header out. And Moses Caicedo in midfield. Andre Santos launches one forward. Back to the Crystal Palace back line. They will look to build from the back. And Malo Gusto will clear once again. Infield. And Chelsea are playing the ball in the air. And that should be a nudge. A foul on Andre Santos. And the referee says, bring that ball back and kick it. Chelsea need redemption. And they need it now, Nana Kwame.
Malo Gusto pulled what we call in Ghana here Sankofa or Sambe Wame. I mean, you play the ball towards your pole. I mean, how do you even do this as a professional player? But anyway, we are still looking for that moment of brilliance. Cole Palmer has been very, very, very silent to the game. I even forgot we had a player called Cole Palmer. Is it a number 10 jersey? Let's see.
Anyway, Cole Palmer has been back. Crystal Palace, I mean, credit to Oliver Glasner. I mean, he's such a brilliant organizer, brilliant coach.
I said it. I rate
so
him.
Ball up for Liam Delap, but that's a touch too heavy, and he would consider goal kick, yes.
I said I rate him very, very highly because he's a brilliant coach. Honestly, what he's been able to do with Crystal Palace, it's incredible. If you look back to the disallowed goal for Crystal Palace, I think Chelsea fans would be very, very delighted that we had a bit of luck today. Because imagine Crystal Palace had scored that goal and it had stood. It means that we would have no answer up until now, and Crystal Palace will probably go away with the 3 points.
Absolutely. So Chelsea are still world champions, irrespective of how this game goes.
Second again.
They are still world champions.
Second again.
For the next 4 years. Even if they get relegated, they are world champions. So Liam Delap, a fantastic ball to Cole Palmer, and he was nicked off his foot for a corner. And I mean, kudos to this Crystal Palace defense, man. Lacrosse, your man Lacrosse.
One hell of a player.
Madrid Saname.
Oh, very soon. I mean, very soon. You know, I remember when I always like using basketball as reference. Shaquille O'Neal was talking about a player. He once said the player was a bad player, but after watching him, he was like, "I said my apologies. I wasn't familiar with your game." So the same thing goes to Lacroix. I wasn't really familiar with his game. One hell of a player. He's sealed every single Chelsea attack. He's repelled every single Chelsea attack. I'll be surprised if he doesn't end up as the man of the match of this game.
Well, I think the man of the match conversation is now between the two defenders, which is Josh Champong and Lacroix. I mean, it's looking like these two players. Okay,
so Malo Gusto, he hasn't scored a goal in his professional career before.
He has never. I don't know why I was even hoping.
It was.
He's never
when he got the ball, the Chelsea fans screamed. Shot.
Wow. I just realized that I have the same amount of goals as Malo Gusto.
In the English Premier League. So Todd Bowley is on his phone. Todd Bowley is on his phone.
Yeah.
He's like, Charlie, no, I have to do something. And we need to do it quickly. I mean, I remember when Roman Abramovich was in that seat. Yeah, absolutely. So Chelsea need to wake up and a champion once again. That's an amazing job. And it will be a goal kick to this Chelsea team. And they will look to build. 88 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0. I mean, this has been a very tight game. Remember, at 3 p.m., the big one is upon us. Manchester United come up against the Gunners. Is this the time for Mikel Arteta? I'll take you through the lineups for that particular one pretty shortly because those lineups are out. Manchester United under Ruben Amorim will look to get one against Arsenal. So they start with Bayindir in post. Euro, Delete, and Luke Shaw complete the back three. Diogo Dalot, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and Patrick Dogu, Brian Mbeumo, Mason Mount, and Matteo Skriniar complete that. For Arsenal, David Raya is in post. Carla Fiori is at left back. Gabriel Megales, Saliba, and Ben White complete. So Chelsea with a ball into the box. Liam Delap should have done a lot better. So Megales, Saliba, Ben White in the back four. Zubimendi, Declan Rice, and Odegaard in the midfield. Martinelli, Gyökeres, and Saka complete the front three. So Chelsea have 1 minute to make amends in this particular one. If not, they walk away with a solid 3 points. Not the start they would like to have to at the beginning of their season. Ball into Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer works into the box. Mark Cucurella and Crystal Palace will clear. But I mean, there should be at least a final throw of the dice. 6 minutes of time added on. Chelsea need to dig deep if they are to get anything from this one. Winston, any other substitutions if Enzo Maresca really wants to get something from this?
Substitutions right now, honestly, at this point in time, I think he's thrown everything that he can at it. All the players that can probably change the game. The only thing I'll say is probably Gerald Hato, but this late in the game, I don't think you want to take that chance. You know, I don't think so. So let's see what happens. Maybe a set piece, maybe a penalty call. I don't know. Something has to decide this game. Let's hope for some luck. Can a penalty be part of the game, or you forget?
So Esteval about to take the corner that he won. The boy in the number 41 shirt. Can he find the head of a teammate? Crosses into the box. And is that another corner? Yes, it is. And was he trying to score from the corner? Yeah. I mean, it looked like he was. But it was a great kick. And Crystal Palace had to clear at the near post. 91 minutes played. 5 minutes to go. Esteval crosses one into the box to the near post again. And Crystal Palace would clear. Back to Esteval. He finds Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto finds Esteval once again. He looks to take his man on. He does brilliantly. And he's robbed off that ball. And Chelsea would have to start all over again. Robert Sanchez. Sanchez goes to the middle. Finds Moises Caicedo. Malo Gusto. It is squeaky bum time now. Cole Palmer pops up on the right. Takes on his man. Weaves into the box. Fantastic pass into the box. To no one in particular. Back to Malo Gusto. And Chelsea need to inject some urgency into this if they are to get anything from it. Ball to the center. Joshua Champong has been very, very valiant in this one. A fantastic ball forward. Liam Delap into the center. And Andre Santos. Golden opportunity. Winston, these opportunities don't come often.
I can't believe it. I don't know how to process this. I don't know whether it's nerves or what. I think he didn't know the amount of time he had. I don't think he knew. Look at Cole Palmer. He just drops to his knees because he knows that was it. He knows that was it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's probably the game. But you know what? It's only a first game, so let's see.
I don't know what to say right now. I mean, how do you miss this?
But you see, I told you Liam Delap will be the one to cause these spaces, and ever since he's come on, you can clearly see what Chelsea have been doing. They've been getting so many chances, but whether it's a little too late, it looks like it's a little too late that he's been introduced. He should have been there earlier. At least get 30-35 minutes under his belt. He probably could have made a difference.
Absolutely, the world champions are still learning, warming up into the game, and another chance goes begging. Cross goes in, header from Andre Santos, and he couldn't get on the end of that. Crystal Palace would build. 2 minutes on the clock to go. Cross in. Devani will look to get the ball, and that is a thing. But I mean, Crystal Palace haven't really threatened, but Chelsea haven't taken their chances.
Yeah, Chelsea for me, Chelsea have been getting chances in the second half, but from the start of the game they weren't getting any chances. I believe leaving the game with a draw will be a good result for Chelsea based on what I've seen so far. And my brother here before the game he did a get ready with me. He posted a video. He posted a video online dressing the caption was "Get ready with me as Chelsea go trash Crystal Palace." Right now, I was able to take a video of his reaction. I'll
it's
quote
amazing.
that video.
It's amazing how you even memorize my caption. That's
Yeah.
good. I mean, the hate watch is on.
Because
Don't worry.
I knew I would need it later.
Agenda must agenda.
Yeah, so after the game, I'll go and quote that video with my reply. Andre Santos.
So there's two players that would feel very slighted if Chelsea doesn't win this game, and those two players are Trevor Chalobah and Andre Santos. They missed those gilt-edged chances.
Yes, they had the two biggest chances in the game, and unfortunately they missed it. I mean, that Chalobah chance especially was just an easy tapping into the pool, and unfortunately he missed that chance. Well, if we go with a draw, I'm fine. I see like a game where Chelsea need to understand the level of the intensity of the Premier League, and so far, Charlie, it's quite unfortunate. It's quite unfortunate.
So the world champions are being subdued by Crystal Palace. It could have been worse. Ball on the left. Can they get one more chance? Cole Palmer getting into the thick of things. Takes his man on. Looks to go forward, but no, he doesn't. There's approximately 20 seconds for this game to go. And can Chelsea do something in these last minutes? Ball to the right. Back to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer looks to get one into the box. And Chelsea win a corner. And this will be the last chance for Chelsea. And everybody will go into the box for this one. This will be the last chance for Chelsea. Do we see them doing anything? Chelsea would look to get one in against the FA Cup champions. Long ball into the box. Header. That's headed out. And the referee should blow the whistle anytime soon. And that is that. Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0. The Crystal Palace team would leave with a point, but Chelsea would feel they should have won this, Winston.
I mean, I saw this coming a long time ago. When I saw the fixture, Crystal Palace in the last couple of years have been a thorn in Chelsea's side. If you look at last season, if you look at the season before, this is their game. This is how they play. So at the end of the day, a lot of teams will struggle to play Crystal Palace because they know their limits. Look, perhaps just like Nathan Kwao said, a certain Newcastle United think because they finished in the top half that they are as big as the big teams. But Crystal Palace know exactly who they are. They know exactly what their strengths are. So they manage their expectations according to what they have. And I think they have a brilliant coach who comes up with incredible tactics that have worked. This is a big win for Crystal Palace. They've got to the point. That's what they came here for. They didn't lose the game, and they can build from here.
Absolutely. They didn't lose the game. I'll take final thoughts from Nana Kwame and Rondo. Then we wrap up as we get ready for the big one. We are still live here at the A&C Corner. If you're not here yet, Charlie, kindly make your way here. Let's have a good time together.
It's quite unfortunate that Chelsea couldn't take their chances. They had two of the best chances, and luck was on our side as well. I mean, with the Crystal Palace free kick disallowed because of a few things in there. But my phone, the phones are calling. The phones are calling. But no. But don't worry. Nevertheless, Chelsea did their best. We salvaged the points, and kudos to Crystal Palace. By the way, they came prepared. They came prepared. They came to no, we brace. They came prepared, and they understood their assignment not to make Chelsea get a goal or win this game. So kudos to Crystal Palace and kudos to Oliver Glasner. He's done very well for the team today.
Kudos to Crystal Palace. Like Kwame said, they did a great job. For Chelsea, this is just game one, so they shouldn't kill themselves. It's just game one. It happens. But what I've realized is this year, I don't see Crystal Palace doing anything meaningful in the league with the way they play. But it will be very difficult to play against them in cup competitions. I wouldn't be surprised if they win the FA Cup or any other cup again, because the way they play is best suited for cup competitions to prevent goals. And they don't score many goals, but they won't let you score. They are very compact in defense. So in the league, I don't see them doing anything meaningful. But in cup competitions, we'll be tired all the teams that face Crystal Palace.
Absolutely. So we'll wrap it up here. Chelsea 0, Crystal Palace 0 at Stamford Bridge. Not the ideal start to the season. The rest of the team joins us for the next one, which is the big one. Man United versus Arsenal. Stick and stay. We are on Sport FM and we are the voice of sports.
All right. I'm loving this particular second half for obviously personal reasons. I would like to take the thoughts of Chairman Yao, our very own chairman for the Chelsea fan club. I saw you came to enjoy the second half. Were you impressed?
Yeah, I mean, Charlie, slow.
You see, I like an honest man.
Yeah,
you didn't start your conversation with Club World Cup winners, world champions.
Slow.
I like an honest
Slow,
man.
but it's okay. I mean,
first game of the season.
Yeah. First game.
And it's not just any team. The very resolute Crystal Palace that scored Man City, that scored City, Liverpool.
We didn't
won 2 cups. So
it was a draw. We walked away with the point.
All right.
You know, we'll take it slowly like that. And I still believe,
right,
just as your pundits were saying, that some of our players are indeed tired. Because if you look at
the matches, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he wasn't performing as much as we
not
expected.
That Cucurella, we all know.
Yes, and
they're
even
very
at
engaging, active.
At the point in time, I even thought that Palmer was not in the game.
Yes,
until the last minute that he started showing. So I guess, I mean, we'll warm up into the game.
Most definitely.
We'll warm up. I think the Club World Cup had a toll on us.
Has had a toll.
And then we'll come back strong.
All right, all right. I would want to ask you,
yes,
do you think you drew this particular home game because the tactics was not right, or because Crystal Palace had a solution for the Chelsea side?
I think Crystal Palace, it's not about them having a solution to Chelsea. They're a strong team.
Very strong team.
They beat Liverpool just recently.
No, they beat Man City to win the FA Cup.
Exactly.
And they beat Liverpool to win the Community Shield as well.
So they are not, walkovers.
No.
They're not walkovers at all. So I think we were able to hold them. We had some chances that we could have used to kill the game. It was a 1-0 game.
Yes.
But we couldn't take that chance. And I think, our next match is with West Ham. Yeah. And we'll make sure that we get in some goals.
Most definitely. You need to. You need to. You're warming up into the season. Now everybody thinks you need to. You are world champions in the season. So everybody comes against the world champions with expectations.
With big expectations.
Obviously.
People have, couch, all kinds of tactics that they want to use against Chelsea.
Of course.
But I believe we'll warm into the...
Most definitely, sir. Thank you very much for your thoughts. Would you like to give us your thoughts on the game as well? Obviously, sir, I'm coming to you. Now, I'm coming to you because of some things you mentioned during the first half break time, right? I would like to know whether the changes that you expect, and how did it go for you?
The changes happened, but it was not the result that we expected. Today, the first game we at Stamford Bridge, we expected to take the 3 points.
Most definitely.
Yeah, but so far so good. We are the world champions. So
yes, we know that you are the world champions. We know, like, you do not need to repeat it at every point in time. We already know you are world champions. We already know. Yeah. We all know.
So at least everybody expects Chelsea to pick the 3 points.
Obviously.
And the investors too.
Yes, investors are definitely worried because obviously
1 hour and all those, nothing happened. But so far so good. It's a very interesting second half game, and we will expect something better.
All right. On that note of interesting second half, I would like to touch on, you got the changes you expected. Esteval came through. He was very impressive. But then I have to mention interesting chance misses from Chelsea. Andre Santos, Chaloba, Esteval. Is this something that we are supposed to be expecting because they are not that experienced in this EPL system, or you think they should work on those close chances misses? Why?
I would say it's just one of those games where it's just one of those games where you don't get too many chances, and the few ones that you get, players squander them.
Yes.
We were expecting. But then again, that's where I'll come in with my blame game on Enzo Maresca.
Your blame game is on Enzo Maresca?
Because, you see, Liam Delap came in.
Yes.
When you're playing against a low block teams, you need to know the kind of striker to go in with.
Most definitely.
Enzo Maresca analysis of the game a lot of times comes late.
Okay.
He came in. It was impressive. He created some chances that were not creating in the first
half. Yes, he opened the spaces.
He opened the spaces. You understand?
Yes.
But most of the times Enzo Maresca does these changes at the late hour, which doesn't bring results.
Yeah, he does.
But Crystal Palace have proven to be a hard nut to crack.
Sure.
And we'll take the draw like that.
Okay, we'll take the draw like that. It's the comments coming from the Chelsea fans. Obviously, you don't have a choice. You have to take it like that. Now, let me come to our counterparts. We're obviously prepared for the United game, but here you are playing against formation against Chelsea. Were you impressed with the draw that Crystal Palace got?
Yeah, honestly, I told you when they went for the break, I told you this game
They were not going to.
It's likely to end in a draw.
Yes.
The way Chelsea started the game, honestly.
It wasn't impressive.
It wasn't impressive. Because the Chelsea we saw in preseason.
It's not the Chelsea.
The self-acclaimed
world champions.
It's not what we saw
here.
Yes, so just hoping they improve on
performance. All right, sure. But it looks like you are disappointed on a personal note because I know investor. I know the way you were doing against Chelsea, but you know deep within you are an investor.
Oh, the investment there, Asporty Day there, the investment there.
Asporty Day there. We have started. As one season we were invested, so other season come back there. And now there are more options.
Now school resume.
School resume.
But the way Chelsea do there.
Charlie, first day of school there, Chelsea no impress.
First day of school there, like it for be enjoyment.
Charlie,
but Chelsea spoil the enjoyment. So,
Chelsea,
we go again.
We go again. Charlie, it's like the big boys all the disappoint you. Charlie.
But we go again.
We go again. Regardless. Obviously. Hello. I'd like to take your thoughts. What were your impressions about the whole game in general?
I think our attack was a little bit sterile today.
Okay.
There was no potency.
Okay.
I didn't see any energetic
But these are the same attack that you used to win all the trophies.
The Premier League is the Premier League. The Premier League always.
Yes, the Prem is the Prem.
It's like the upper echelon of
every
league. So I think that's the real thing about it. I think I was very disappointed with JBG.
Jamie Gittins.
Yeah, because he was off today. I didn't see any dribbling,
Do you think the narrative that the German players do not really succeed in the English Premier League because of the difference in style of play?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Balak was very impressive when he was.
But almost all the other Balak is a standout.
Yes, I know you are going to talk about Timo Werner.
No, not only in Chelsea.
Right.
I mean Kagawa. I mean Schweinsteiger. There are a lot of other players.
Premier League, now the Premier League is more about pace.
Yes, the fast pace and energy.
And fitness and energy. And I think for the Germans, they
are
more technical.
They're very technical about it.
Yeah, so with the EPL, it's
so
more.
Do you think that Enzo Maresca should give him the chance to warm up into the team, or he should just be put behind the bench?
I think for now,
right?
You don't want him to lose his confidence.
Obviously.
So against the Hammers, I expect him to start.
Start again.
Yeah. So one thing about Chelsea now, I don't expect us to be
overly expressive when it comes to.
Not even overly expressive. We shouldn't be chopping and changing.
Chopping and changing. Okay.
I mean, right now we need to build a team.
Right.
It's not every season that we have to change the attack. We need to build some chemistry.
Obviously,
synergy.
so that the players gel together.
Exactly. So you don't need that going forward.
Okay.
So I expect Jamie to
just take his time.
But the only thing is for me, João Pedro looked a little bit off, like a shell of himself today.
Okay.
So maybe. You should rather play Joao as a 10.
As a 10?
Then rather play Palmer as a
wide winger.
So going forward, that's what. Then maybe the second half he brings Dilap.
All right.
So I think today, and I think Maresca today his subs.
Well, they were a bit off
earlier.
Okay.
I mean,
I think you are coinciding with what one of the fans also said, that Enzo's changes are a bit too delayed every time, and he should just work on it.
I think he's brought that past thing last
season.
He did the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
He changed around the 75th minute. That's not right.
I understand you. All right. So I quite agree with the Joao Pedro and Cole Palmer exchanges when it comes to low blocks. Because we all know that João Pedro is not the one who wants to do the take-ons. He wants to run into spaces. So, obviously, I think the Chelsea fans should email Enzo Maresca about that. No. Labi, why are you looking at me? Why? What's up?